Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is John J Gaming on the mic here, coming at you with a brand new episode of the Coach Grossman Dynasty here on NCAA 14, featuring that college football revamp, of course. And we take on one of the newcomers of the American Conference. We go on the road and play up against North Texas in their stadium. And I mean, I know they're 1-3 right now. They lost their first American Conference game, but they're a solid little team. They're B's across the board, whereas we have a B+, B+, A-. We lost our last couple of games before we had our get-right game against Rice. Finally, got ourselves back on track, and there's still a lot of things that we can still play for. So, gonna be a great episode. I hope you guys are excited for it, and if you are, make sure you go ahead, smash that like button, hit subscribe as well if you want to be brand new. And with that being said, I'll see you guys out on the field. Let's get it. So let's go ahead and get this game officially kicked off and underway as the North Texas Mean Green are on the field, bringing their offensive unit out for this game. So let's see if our defense can come out here and set a tone. Both teams actually came out with 3 and outs in this one. As Tyler Barrett, he's going to take a shot, but he's going to still throw a dot to Andrew Jackson. 17-yarder. And it's a first down for the Mean Green. As Barrett moving up in the pocket, going to try to throw it over the middle. But that pass ends up being dropped. And another third down coming up for us. Here we go in our dime package. Barrett looking around. He's going to go ahead. Tries to step up and throw, but it looks like he'll run out of time in the pocket. And they're going to have to go ahead and punt this football back over to us. So let's see if we can get our offense going on the field as Ben Archie gets a nice little carry up the middle. A nice little gain of 5. Feels good to have Ben Archie back on the field with us. He was definitely sorely missed. As it goes 2nd and 5 now, throwing quick to the right. And we find Tyler Ray for a quick 7-yard pump out. And another first down for the USF Bulls, our first one of the day. As we're in the shotgun, 4 wide set. And we'll go play action. Looking over the middle, looking for... I believe that was Nathan Steffens there, but he wasn't looking for the ball, unfortunately. So 3rd and 10, gonna try to run for the first down, and there was just simply nowhere left to go, and that's gonna mean it will be a 4th down. We had to punt this thing away, but North Texas did go 3 and out on their next possession. So we're out on the field once again, and we find Nathan Steffens across the middle. A little 6-yard gain that will at least help us move the sticks. As a 1st and 10 ensues for us as we'll run up the gut with Ben Archie. He finds a little bit of running space up the middle. A little 5-yard hitch. Let's see if we can set up a halfback screen for him, though, as they've been a little bit aggressive as they're trying to set up the screen, but it gets batted down at the line of scrimmage. And 3rd and 5. And honestly, I liked what I saw last time out. I think we can get away with it 2nd time, but we cannot connect. So we tried to run a halfback screen 2 plays in a row, and we can't connect either time. So what could have been big plays for us means we had to go and punt this football away again. And we're through most of the first quarter already, as that's almost intercepted by Jalen Stokes. But yeah, still right now, nobody really scored yet. And North Texas had a long way to go before they can think about points as well, as they do end up connecting over the middle to Derek Manning for a gain of 9. So 1st and 10 to get out of their end zone, and they did just that. As Barrett, he's looking, trying to set up the screen, but Tyler Barrett gets blown up. And it's a 12-yard loss. And not only is it 2nd and long, but also they are in the shadow of their own goal line again, right where they started on this drive. 3rd and 21. Barrett going to just run the football, but nowhere left to go with it. as Montrell Johnson gets blown up by Marvin Jackson. As that will end up wrapping up the first quarter of play, and we still got a tie ball game in our hands. No one has scored yet. Let's see who ends up blinking first on the defensive end. So let's go, baby. Second quarter now underway, and since we got them this close, we're going to try to go for this ball, and we can't get there. We were really close, though. Should be some fantastic field position as J.R. Bobor. Can he get that corner? No, but getting across the 30-yard line. And it is indeed phenomenal field position to start this drive. Let's put this thing in the hands of Timmy McClain, one of the best quarterbacks in America, as finds Trey Myers down the middle of the field. Brought down at about the 5-yard line. First and goal for the very first time today. Will we score first? Over the middle, and it's Tyler Ray in the end zone. Touchdown, USF. And the Bulls will take the lead on the American Conference newcomer. Took a little bit longer than I expected, but we will end up striking first after all and take an early 7-0 lead. So we finally got our first points on the board. We'll see if North Texas can do something as they convert a 3rd and 13. You got to be kidding me. We got to be better than that, man. With that being said, we got 2nd and long coming up as Tyler Barrett looking to step up. He's going to dump it off to Johnson, and Johnson has a little bit of space to work with. He was all by himself. That's what happens when you're wide butt naked open, baby. A easy first down to pick up. And the Mean Green got a nice little rhythm going on the offensive side of the ball. As 1st and 10, Barrett looking to scramble with it. He's able to get outside the pocket, and he's trying to slice and dice through our secondary. He is met at the first down marker, but the refs will end up giving it to him. As it's another first down for the Mean Green. As Barrett looks again over the middle, but it's blown up. Marquise Gomes makes the catch, but at what price, though? That looks like a hospital throw. And yet here he is, still remaining in the game, but facing a 3rd and long. Looking over the right-hand side, finds Jackson. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, but that's going to be another first down. And the Mean Dream are driving deep into our territory, looking for their first points of this game. As that catch will actually get them into the red zone themselves. They look to answer the 2-play response that we've had on the previous drive. But 3rd and 9, they try to set up the screen, but it's going to be blown up. Christian Jackson has nowhere left to go with it. And the Mean Green do have to settle for a field goal. So a long methodical drive, but they could not finish with a touchdown. As we do bring our offense out on the field. We did score a touchdown, but it was only off of a couple of plays. And it was set up by our special teams unit. Let's see if our offense can go out there and earn one themselves. As we will be facing 3rd and short here at roughly midfield. Should be able to pick it up here with the speed option as Timmy McClain, he finds the space, gets it out to Ben Archie on the outside, the 25, the 15, and he's brought down there. 32-yard rush for Ben Archie. The backup running back turned star. He can go off at any moment. If y'all remember the San Jose State game last year, this man is built different. He can go off at any moment, especially if this defense is certainly not ready for it. As we do have 3rd and short coming up. Archie getting the carry, finds space up the middle, and slices through across the 5-yard line. Sets up another 1st and goal opportunity. Can we make it? 2 touchdowns in 2 possessions. Going to make a quick adjustment at the line. Clarence Billings going to send over the middle, and we find Billings in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Florida. And Billings with his first meaningful catch of his collegiate career. Finding Timmy McClain open in the middle of the field. And it will give us our biggest lead of this game. And not to mention, North Texas went free. And now as we throw a dot to Trey Myers, 38 yards. Sheesh. So here we are. We still have one timeout left to work with. Let's see if we can punch it in the end zone. McLean rolls to his left. Sees Tyler Ray. Wait, he's going to throw it in the back of the end zone. What a dot. And it's another touchdown for the Southern Florida Bulls. And the Mean Green are looking shell-shocked right now. I mean, look at this throw. Tyler Ray doing a good job winning at the line of scrimmage. Saw him a little bit late, but Tim McLean was still able to go ahead and squeeze it in there. And we'll go to halftime with a big lead, up by 18. So let's see if we can put an early dagger into these guys and potentially go ahead and get, our backups in the game. Get a little bit of experience for our custom prospect, for example. Looking for Mitch Steele to get some opportunities. He will be slated currently as the starting quarterback for next season, but we'll see if we can get him in there. But first, we got to take care of the business as Barrett gets loose, gain of 19. But we do end up getting them on a 3rd and long. Let's see if we can go ahead and get him off the field. Jamari Stewart's able to hit him, and it forces a short throw to Andrew Jackson. And it's going to be well short of the marker. But our offense is having a little bit of a tough time getting going here in the second half, as we end up getting burnt a little bit in zone coverage. That was my zone. That's my fault, man. I should have had I didn't even think about the running back. I thought he was going to block, to be honest. That did not happen. And now it's another first down for North Texas, as they're trying to show a little bit of fight here, man. They are not going to go down without a fight. It doesn't matter what the records say. Any team can beat anybody any given Sunday. And we got to continue to put the gas on the gas pedal, as we almost got an interception. Jalen Stokes had his hands around the football, and he straight up drops it. So 3rd and 5 comes as a result of the drop pick, as Barrett looking left, gets it out to Manning. How did he get that throw through? We had 2 guys there. That's crazy. But, sometimes the NCAA guys, if they want the first down, they're going to find a way to give the other team the first down, right? But Tyler Barrett, he finally runs out of time. It seems like we've been harassing him all day, but that was actually our first sack. That was the first time that we got to him all day long. We've been really close, but it feels good to finally get our hands on the QB. As 3rd and 15 ensues, Barrett looking left, finds Andrew Jackson on the out route, but it was not long enough, though. So North Texas did have to settle for another field goal, but they're down 21-6. And again, another free. Now as there's a fall on the ground, it's McDonald. He picks it up. Can he beat one of the big homos? No, he can't. But a great play to force the fumble, as that will certainly get us going here. We needed that, for our offense. It just been really conservative with the playing calling here in the second half. Like, the coach, the offensive coordinator, really likes running these halfback draws for whatever reason in this second half. I don't agree with it. Sometimes it's a little hit or miss, but we finally find ourselves in the red zone again. Maybe this is what we need to get ourselves on track. McLean over the middle, and Scott Morris had the touchdown. It was right there. He drops a touchdown grab. That's tough. And instead, it's 3rd and long. Trying to throw for the first down marker. Getting it to Covington. But Covington cannot reach the first down marker. And our coach wants to settle for the field goal. So, hey, that's what we ended up doing. We end up taking the points. But we do at least get this field goal back. What a hit on Christian Jackson. Oh, my. I'm surprised that wasn't a fumble as well. But it is a free score game nonetheless, as we continue to hit them hard. But give credit to these North Texas receivers, man. They are hanging on to it. Maybe the young receivers that we have on offense can learn a thing or two about hanging on to footballs after a big hit. As the North Texas Mean Green continue to march downfield. 2nd and short. Barrett under shotgun. Got 2 wide receivers. He found Jackson. And Jackson's going to get carried across the 40-yard line. First down, Mean Green. And here comes North Texas, looking to put on a show here in this second half. Barrett looking around. He's got a clean pocket, but gets batted down at the line of scrimmage. He was looking for his check down, and we end up denying him. And a 3rd and 9 coming up. Barrett looking. He's got a clean pocket, throws across his body, and somehow gets it out to Jason Patrick. How does Tyler Barrett make that throw? That is insane. But sometimes it is lucky to be good, or to be lucky than it is to be good, as it will lead directly to a North Texas touchdown. And hang on now, we might have ourselves a little bit of a game all of a sudden. As we go into the 4th quarter, we're up by 11. We'll see if the stars on both sides of the ball can take over for us, so we can still remain undefeated in American Conference play. So let's go, baby. 4th quarter now underway as we have, yes, another 3 and out. The offense kind of forgot to show up here in the second half. I don't know if they got left in the locker room or what's going on, but now North Texas, they are in a position to potentially go ahead and make this a 1-score game. So big drive for our defense in order to keep the Mean Green at bay. We'll see if they can do it. 1st and 10. Barrett in the shotgun, free wide to the right. Looking. He's going to try to pump fake over down the middle of the field, and he had Andrew Jackson, but he dropped the ball. Thankfully, he beat us in coverage. Just couldn't haul it in for his quarterback. And a 3rd and 11 coming up. Tight end moving into motion. Barrett dropping back, facing pressure. And that was Jamari Stewart who blew that play up and forcing the Mean Green to punt the football away. And let's see if we can establish control here in this 4th quarter. And that will certainly help. The mobility of Timmy McClain becoming vital here in this 4th quarter. As we have another 1st and 10 coming up. Archie gonna go ahead, running up the gun. He's got some space. Down the sideline, gets chopped down at about the 45-yard line. And that's what I've been looking for, man. We haven't seen a lot of this here in the first half, but the thing about running the option is that it's also gonna have its fair share of negative plays. And we certainly got that from Curtis Barnes, but like I said, really conservative playing calling here from our offensive coordinator here today. He called a slants on a 3rd and 14. We do the best that we could with it, but well short of the marker. Didn't want to risk it for the biscuit. And we punt this football away once again. As now North Texas back at it again with the white vans. As Montrell Jackson actually just hit positive yardage. He's been having a really tough day running the football, but there he is, still, working hard and getting that first down. It's Tyler Barrett down the sideline, gets caught from behind. And it's a 1st down for the Mean Green. As Tyler Barrett, give him some credit. He has been running for his life to a degree and still finding ways to make positive plays for his football team. And at least put him in a position to where they can actually make the comeback on us. I still can't believe it. That's tough to say. But let's see if we can get him off the field here on 3rd down as they got the read option, and we went after the wrong guy. We bit on the running back. Tyler Barrett pulled it at the perfect time, and it was able to waltz forward for the 1st down. So it keeps the hopes alive for the Mean Green as Barrett drops back, facing pressure over the middle, and it's going to be broken up. Incomplete pass as one of our defensive linemen actually came back into coverage. Let's see if we can do the same here on 3rd and 6. 4 wide set. Barrett under shotgun, gets it out to Moss, and Moss is going to fight forward to inside the 10-yard line. Goal line opportunity for the Mean Green to make this a 1-possession game. Barrett dropping back over the middle, and it's in. Touchdown, North Texas. And it's now just a 5-point game. And they're not going to be done yet. They are going to go for it here on the 2-point conversion. Barrett looking. We blow it up in the backfield. So if North Texas gets the football again, they're going to have to go for another touchdown. As the Mean Green do decide to kick this ball back over to us. So we know what the assignment is. We got to run out the rest of this clock. If we don't score a touchdown, touchdown, that ends the game straight up, right? But we also got to make sure that there isn't any time on this clock to make sure that this game is over. And that's not going to help us. A clipping penalty? That just ain't it. Spencer Tate gets called for. Thankfully, it's only like a 5-yard penalty. But a couple plays later, 3rd and 14, biggest play of the game. McLean throws right. Tyler Ray, he breaks the tackle, and we get the first down. North Texas is going to run out of timeouts, and we are going to be able to take a knee. And our offense, it did not do well at all in the second half, but you know what? The beautiful thing about college football, even when you're not at your best, we still find a way to win the football game. We are still undefeated in American Conference play, but North Texas certainly put an admirable effort. So with that being said, I'll cut you guys after this game to check out the stats. So even though we won this game, this was certainly not our best performance, as North Texas actually does end up with more total offense than we do. We ran the ball a little bit better, 30 carries for 147 yards, but they did have more passing yards than us on the day. And to be honest, they played significantly better than us in that second half. We played not to lose instead of playing to win the game. That's really what it came down to. We didn't have any turnovers, but North Texas did. That one fumble in the second half, that did set up a field goal. And yeah, North Texas, they gave us their all. They're definitely not someone to play around with despite what their record says. But we can definitely get better, and we'll still be happy with this win. Checking out the stats for our guys in this one, as Timmy McLean, I don't know if it was because of the play calling or the flow of the game, but Timmy McLean didn't throw the ball that much. 23 times, 14 completions, 168 yards, 3 touchdowns. Did not have any mistakes, but just, not his best game on paper. But Ben Archie did look pretty good in this one, 21 for 128. Nobody found the end zone in this one, however. Receivers, though, Tyler Ray, our true freshman, who's up to a 71 overall, by the way. He ended up with both touchdown grabs. He ended up with 6 catches for 59 yards and 2 touchdowns. But it was Trey Myers who led the way in terms of yards. He ended up with 2 catches, 62 yards. Not a lot of catches between these receivers, to be honest with you. Besides Tyler Ray, of course, no one else really had a big one. Clarence Billings, a true freshman from Auburndale, Florida. He also had a touchdown catch. He had his only catch of the day. Go for a few yards on a slant. Now, one thing that I did like today overall was the intensity of our defense. They were flying around for the most part. We allowed North Texas comeback, but I mean, it was still a good day for our defense overall. Grady Nugent and Jordan Smith each tied for the most in tackles. They ended up with 8 tackles in this one. Marvin Jackson and Kevin Lott weren't too far behind either with 7. Now, it didn't show on the score sheet, but we were certainly all over this quarterback today. We did end up recording a couple of sacks. Jordan Smith was one of the sack guys, and then Marvin Jackson was able to get in there and get a sack as well in this ball game. We did not have any interception in this one, but we did end up with a forced fumble by our junior redshirt Eric Houston. That was recovered by Roosevelt McDonald, who doesn't see the field up that much, but he made a difference here for sure, and that did set up a field goal for us on the other side of the field. Either way, we end up winning another game, and we just got to move on to the next one. So we do end up getting another recruit to sign up on that dotted line, as we do end up seeing Bill Jean, a 4-star running back, come to the squad. Dan Coleman, we will not be able to go after anymore, though. He ended up locking us out, so we did end up losing a chance to go after an extremely talented offensive lineman. But it is what it is. We just can't get all of them. It's not going to happen that way. But that being said, we are getting ready to move into the very next episode, where we take on more of these newcomer teams that are in their very first year in the American Conference. We are hosting Florida Atlantic. They are 3-2 with a 2-1 conference record. Right now, we're on a 2-game winning streak, trying to get our season back on track, and it's important that we win this game. But with that being said, I'll leave that for next time. But in the meantime, though, if you enjoyed today's content, I need you guys to go ahead and do me a favor. Smash that like button and also hit that subscribe button if you have to be brand new. This is John J Gaming on the mic signing off. But I'm hoping you're all out there having a good one. Take care, everybody.